So you think you found a rare coin in your change, but how do you know how scarce it really is? Well, mintage figures only tell part of the story. Our Scarcity Index combines mintage figures with data from the Change Checker Swap Center to determine just how scarce and sought after your coins are. Last time we saw 2 new 50p coins enter the index as their mintage figures were revealed. So let's see where they're at now. Since our last update, there's been a lot of movement on the 50p index, with all but 8 coins moving at least one place. The latest additions to the 50p index, the 2023 Salmon 50p and the 2023 Coronation 50p, remain towards the bottom of the list. Despite the 2023 Salmon 50p overtaking the Kew Gardens 50p as the rarest 50p in circulation with a mintage of just 200,000. This actually means that collectors will be less likely to want to part with it, so very few swaps have taken place. When the Kew Gardens 50p first entered circulation, it wasn't known just how rare it was, and so collectors were happy to swap or spend it if they came across one in their change. It wasn't until later that it was announced that only 210,000 Kew Gardens 50p's went into circulation, and this is when they began to stay put in collections. Our Scarcity Index combines a coin's mintage figure with how many of each design are listed as collected by change checkers on our web app, indicating the relative ease of finding a particular coin, and the number of times a design has been requested as a swap on our swap center over the previous 3 months, showing the current level of collector demand. This helps us determine the true scarcity of a coin, but it's worth bearing in mind that the rarity still lies solely with the mintage figure. As you can see from the mintage chart, the 2023 Salmon 50p and the 2009 Kew Gardens 50p have significantly smaller mintages than the next rarest coins, meaning they're still the hardest to come by in the wild. Some of the biggest movers on the 50p index are the Olympic Handball 50p, which has gone up by 18 places, the Team GB 50p, which shot up by 16 places, and both the Mrs. Tiggy Winkle 50p and Paddington at the Tower of London 50p have climbed 13 places. The top 8 places on the 50p index, underneath the Kew Gardens 50p, are usually reserved for Olympic 50p's, with them regularly shuffling around. However, this time it looks like the Football 50p has snuck into second place, understandable considering it's the rarest of the Olympic 50p's with a mintage of just 1,125,500. There's also been significant downwards movement within the 50p's, with the Representation of the People Act 50p falling a whopping 19 places, the Olympic Basketball 50p going down 18 places, and the Olympic Table Tennis 50p dropping 10 places. If you're new to collecting and want to find out more about circulation coins, you can check out our fact files here. Otherwise, keep watching to find out which 10p's and £2 coins you should be looking out for. The 10p index has had a huge shake-up since our last update, with all but one coin, the S for Stonehenge 10p, moving. The biggest change on our 10p index are the 2 coins that are now in last and second to last place, the U for Union Jack 10p and the X for X marks the spot 10p, fell by 22 and 24 places respectively, putting them right at the bottom of the list, closely followed by the P for Postbox 10p, which slid down 19 places. The V for Villagers 10p dropped 12 places, and the O for Oak 10p moved down 17 places, all to make room for others that have been steadily shuffling up the list. On the up are the R for Robin 10p, which climbed 14 places to the number 2 spot, and the D for Double Decker Bus 10p, which rose by 9 places. The A to Z 10p's seem to be some of the hardest commemorative coins to find in circulation. That's not surprising when you consider a maximum of just 304,000 of each A to Z 10p design entered circulation across 2018 and 2019, and it's thought that a large percentage of these 10p's have been snapped up by collectors. Due to the fact that no new commemorative £2 coins have entered circulation since 2016, we generally see less movement on the £2 index. However, there are 1 or 2 coins that have made surprising moves. Since our last Scarcity Index update, we've seen no movement in the top 2 coins on the £2 index, with the 2002 Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games £2 coin remaining in first place and the 2002 England Commonwealth Games £2 in second place. The 4 Commonwealth Games £2 coins that were issued in 2002 are among the rarest in circulation due to their extremely low mintage and and take up 2/3 of the top 6 rarest £2 coins, according to mintage figures. The biggest mover is the Brunel Portrait £2 coin, which has climbed an impressive 10 places, putting it in the highest position it's been in the last 5 years. Other notable changes are the First World War Kitchener £2, which has dropped 8 places, the Shakespeare Tragedies £2, which fell by 7 places, and the Florence Nightingale £2, which shot up 6 places. So there you have it, your latest Scarcity Index update. Let me know in the comments if you've got any of the coins I've mentioned today in your collection. There's also a link in the description to our blog where you can see exactly where all of the circulation coins are ranking on our full 50p, £2 and 10p indexes. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time.